Hey, welcome to ALW Collectibles. We are up and live and active. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad I could be here today. I'm glad you could be here as well. Sorry to get one last month. This is actually for September. I was not able to put one up for September because got a little busy, but I'm here now, and this should be a lot of fun today. There we go. That should help stop that. A lot of things going on. A lot of things I wanted to comment on. And World of Collectibles, a lot of pre-orders are coming out. Couldn't think of that word for a second. Excited news. Got a couple new figures I want today that I'm going to be doing reviews on. I've been working on a series, as people have seen, on the Shattered Glass. Again, I am working on that. I'm working my way through a lot of the new, Transformers 1, like, that's the new Quintesson. That really looks cool. 1 second, a little dark in here again. Ooh. Bring that in here again. Ah, much better. Much better. Much better. Much better. So let's try that again. There's the Quintesson. So we'll be doing a review on him, and that's taken a lot to get used to. You know, usually I have these things not ready at all. We went from this Quintesson, which I thought was really awesome. I love this thing. To this. So interesting. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to doing the review on it. Still got to do a review on him, but I will be doing one on him very soon. So I want to do the Transformer 1 reviews before the movie comes out, which is the 20th of this month. And I'm looking forward to that. Oh, so much. How are we all doing today? I'm hoping pretty good. Started off right with the Transformers, show off a couple things there on what's coming up. Anybody who's watched recent videos knows that working on new ways of doing videos. Working with a new camera. So I have a backdrop now, all white. I'm probably getting a couple interchangeable ones. So when I do like white figures, I'll have a black backdrop so they pop better. But mostly just going to go with the white backdrop for now. Still working on redeveloping my logo for the channel. Right now, it's just a shelf in my hobby room and some lettering over it. Looking to make a cool design. Yeah, so a lot going on with that. World of Collectibles, of course, always exploding. A lot of things going on. You know, the Walmart line is starting to come out a little bit. I've been excited for that. I've actually got one of those already. This is the box for it. For Ferric. Walmart Pirate line. And this is Ferric himself. And I think that looks pretty sharp. I like that. I like the way that looks. So that's going to be a fun one to do a review on. Nice addition. It's a Cyclonus mold. Mold. Recolored. Slightly retooled. There's a little bit of facial design changes. And of course, some addition pieces. But other than that, looks really sharp. I really do like it. Looking forward to getting all of those. Yeah, so a lot of things going on in collectibles and in here at ALW Collectibles. Still planning on doing the belts. I shot one of the videos. Honestly, it was so dark you couldn't make out half the detail on the belt itself. So I'm still working on that. I've got to work with the lighting in here, and this is all new territory for me. I'm learning all of it. So really looking forward to having fun with this. Um, Still keeping up with the turtle figures. Just picked this little guy up. completely unarmored Ronin, battle damaged as they call them. Still got a couple more of those videos I need to do, but like I said, I put them on the back burner because I did an entire set of Ninja Turtle videos, which I had a lot of fun doing. I really did, and I hope you had fun as well. There's been some great feedback for those, good comments. Going back to comments, of course, the Shattered Glass. On one of my Shattered Glass videos, I was asked to please do comparison to which character it mirrors in the regular universe, and I'm making sure to do that. Grimlock, I went a little bit overboard. I mirrored everybody that uses that mold that I have, but I want to put out as much information and make it as fun as I can. And that's my goal with this, is to make that fun for everybody. Oh, sorry. I have OCD. When things are out of place, it drives me insane. Even if I don't see them, if I know they're out of place in this room particularly, I go insane. But yeah, so I mean, you got the pirate collection coming up. I'm eagerly looking forward to the Studio Series Optimus Prime coming out in December. That looks really nice for the 1986 movie. Just ordered, finally came back in stock. I ordered Swoop, so I'll have all 5 Dinobots for that, so I can do the review on that whole set. And I didn't know. I'm like I say, I'm always learning new. I didn't know that Springer was available, so I went ahead and I got Springer. Well, let me rephrase that. I haven't ordered him yet. I will be ordering him in the next 2 weeks for that series. I didn't know they had a Springer out. Now they need a couple more figures for the Autobot side, but they desperately need to get some Decepticons in there because they are just getting manhandled. I have to add people to that shelf just to make it look better. I have Ghost Starscream on the shelf with them too because they are just getting slaughtered. You got like 10 on one shelf and about 25, 30 on the other shelf already. Did pick up the battle damaged, quote unquote, death set of Ratchet and Brawn. I'll be doing that review. Looks fantastic. Really fun. I'm happy to see Hasbro doing things like that with those. Because to me it's lighthearted, it's fun. I mean, I did the reviews for the first two, and I kind of said, they did Ironhide dirty. They made him what he was, deceased in the movie, and they made a deceased toy of him. But it's fun to look at it because it's so, for people who like to set up displays and dioramas, you can have so much fun doing that with that figure. Like I said, I know most people who watch this, they catch it on the back after I've already shot this video, which I'm fine with. I understand people have lives, especially today. It's the second. Today's Memorial Day. Like I said, this video was supposed to be shot 2 or 3 days ago. I've been a little busy with life, and every day I'm like, I got to do this, I got to do this, and I look at the clock, and it's almost 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, it's a little late for me to be doing this for people right now. I like to do it around 6 o'clock, 5 or 6 in the afternoon. You know, hopefully catch some people. If not, they catch it on the backside afterwards. So should be fun for them. Not going to go on my normal tangents and boring stuff that I always do. Try to keep this upbeat and exciting for you. Like I say, I mean, Transformers 1, I've watched the trailers, done the reviews on the toys. Really looking forward to the new movie. I can't say enough. Helmsworth doing the voice of Optimus Prime. I'm really looking forward to hearing it and seeing how well it goes. And the toy line itself, I kind of like these. I like the toys. Can't say enough about them. The one criticism I have about them, though, to be completely honest, I do have a criticism. These guns came loose when I picked them up. Is I wish they had a more accurate head on some of these. Because this has an Optimus Prime's head, and it's supposed to be Orion Pax. So hopefully later releases they correct that. But we'll see. I mean, it is what it is. It's Orion Pax. Ooh. I have everybody looking to just fall over on me right now. That is the collector's worst nightmares to have everything fall over. So that was Studio Series. And there's the main line. You can see still has an Optimus Prime head on it. So I was kind of hoping we'd get one with a Orion's head on it, out the mouth guard. We shall see what happens with the newer toys when they come out. Because I noticed Walmart's having a lot of displays, and they hate Walmart closest to me. There's two Walmarts within driving distance. One has a nice big display of all the Transformers, and the other store actually took them off the shelf display and put them all on the shelf. Because I was able to pick up, he's coming up on review soon, probably this week. Bumblebee. Hi. Hello. Um, so watching that, really looking forward to it. I did Sentinel. I did Alpha Trion already. You saw the Quintesson. I did the two Optimuses. I haven't, and I do have a Megatron to do. My wife was out. She saw him and grabbed him for me. I like it. Even has a little transforming ball on the back. Really cool looking. So this is going to be a fun review. I have not seen a mainstream Megatron or an RC as of yet. I'm hoping soon. I really am. It's a journey. I've been waiting to see these since I first heard about the movie, and I really cannot wait. Little note for today's live stream. I'm going to try staying a little more focused on subjects instead of being here, there, and everywhere else. I want to see how this movie is going to play out for this. We all know ultimately where it's going to end up. It's going to be part of the Great War. It's going to be Autobots versus Decepticons. But it's nice to see a nice envisioning of a new take, depending on what canon you watch or which canon you want to follow. You're always going to have a different origin for Optimus. You're going to have a different origin for Megatron. The cartoon has one different one. Megatron's created under the city. In IDW Comics, he's a miner. He's a revolutionary. He's an outlaw criminal. You know, these are all different aspects of his life. Then you have Optimus. He's an archivist. He was a data clerk. He was a dock worker. He was a soldier that worked his way up through the ranks. So there's all these different canon depending on where you want to go. So on my videos now, I'm trying to incorporate that a little bit more. Because like I said on my Grimlock video, originally I did back in, that brings me to my next subject, kind of jumping ahead just a tiny bit. On September 6th is actually going to be a year I've been doing this now. And I'm really excited about that. It has been a fun ride, and I want to say thank you to every channel member out there. I've had fun. I love the feedback. It's been really positive, really good. And I've been really excited about it. I really have had a great time doing it. I've learned a lot about collecting and about Transformers as well, and Power Rangers, and a lot of other series that I've been trying to cover. I learned information about the Ninja Turtles I didn't know, and I'm always willing to learn something new. And I think it's a lot of fun. So having said that, I figure for the 1 year where I've gone back and I've done several of videos over that I've already done, I'm going to be doing Grimlock, the very first Generation 1 Grimlock. I'm going to redo his video in the new way that I'm doing it, hopefully adding more information, different look at it, and see where it goes. Grimlock, of course, holds a near and dear spot to my heart. He's one of my oldest figures in my collection. He is one of my originals. I had him when he first came out. Never got rid of him. Mine's a little worse for wear due to just aging. Of course, there's a couple rockets missing, the missile launcher's missing. Eventually, I'll try to replace all that with him. But I really have had fun doing this, and I'm going to keep going. I love doing the live streams. And like I said earlier, I know a lot of people catch these on the backside. They catch them after they've already been filmed. I'm going to try advertising more often when I'm going to do the live streams. I think I should. So I got to pick a date, narrow it down, and just say, this is the day I'm going to do the live stream. Please join me if you want to. because I really have fun interacting with everybody on the channel. I've had some great interactions through comments, through the Predator videos, which I've still got a bunch more I'll be doing of those. I'm just trying to sprinkle those in because they're a lot of fun. I really do love the Predator franchise. I love the Alien franchise as well. I just don't have any Xenomorphs. I really don't own any of them. I don't think the toys really do them justice, to be honest. So I don't have any in my collection. The Predators, on the other hand, phenomenal. They look great. Here's one drink down. Cool cup. It's fun. The amazing things you can do in the world nowadays. Places will make you mugs if you ask them to, and I had to make me a mug. Optimus Prime. So really cool. Having said that, like I was saying, going through with all that and just lost my train of thought, literally. Going through the videos and, like I said, Grimlock. I really did just lose my train of thought. Wow, that's impressive. Now I can't get it back. I'm sure it'll come back to me, and I'm just going to skip over it because I want to focus as I was going. Oh, Aliens. Took me a second. Aliens and Predator, the franchises. Looking at what they are, I really do enjoy it. I really did love the original Aliens movie from Ridley Scott, and I've loved all of them up to date. Just saw Aliens Romulus, actually, with, come on, stop it. There we go. With my son. And I will be honest, anybody who's looking for a great movie in the Aliens franchise, that's the one to go to see. I really enjoyed it. I've seen Prometheus, I've seen them all, and except for the original four, yeah, I guess I include the fourth one. The original three, which were really suspenseful, that's what this one was for me. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Um, I would suggest to go see it. It was a great time. I had a blast. I know my son had a blast. It was the first Aliens movie he's ever seen full. So I got to reintroduce him to the whole franchise. He's seen Predator movies with me before. I think he's seen AVP. If not, we'll have to introduce him to that one because that was a lot of good movies. I love that one. But Requiem wasn't too keen on that one. But it's part of the series. Enough said on that. Again, great suspense. Continuing with the movie theme, the same day my anniversary of my channel, which is lucky for me, Beetlejuice comes out. I'm excited. I love Beetlejuice. I have the cartoon, saw the original movie in the theater, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one. Um, actually, I don't even know where it is. Oh, right behind me. Got my first pop figure for that set. Beetlejuice. I got Lydia Deetz. And my wife and I have the Beetlejuice and Lydia Deetz 2-pack coming, I think in October. So, be picking up a couple of those figures. Hopefully, they put out a couple of action figures for it. I don't have any from the first movie. I did do the Beetlejuice toy I have, which was given to me as a gift by my son last year for Halloween. And I know it didn't go over the greatest with a lot of people, but I had fun. And again, when it does videos, they may tank, they may do really good. As long as I have fun doing them and I'm putting out information for people who may want it, and if it helps somebody, I'm happy to do it. Having said that, I really am looking forward to this. I've seen the trailers for it. Just like Transformers 1, September 20th. Really excited for that movie. I cannot wait. Just around the corner for both. It's gonna wow. It's gonna be fun. And it's something I'm looking forward to because it's time with my family and time that I get to learn things because a lot of stuff that takes place in the movies, they can add it to the toy lines or to canon, especially like with Romulus. It added information from the very first movie So it was really fun. Just a little tiny spoiler without giving it away. But I'm eager to hear from people what you're looking forward to for movies. What catches your eye? What you think of some of the newer movies coming out? So I'm old school. I like movies. I love watching movies with my wife and my son. I love having fun. I love silly movies. I love horror movies. The only movie series I'll be honest, I couldn't get into is I saw the first three Friday the 13th, and then I just sat there. I'm like, okay. I watched the first Halloween. Could not get into that series at all. I've seen almost all of them, almost, not all of them. To me, I just couldn't get into them. And I've seen the figure out there. NECA released a Michael Myers figure. I've passed on it so many times. I'm like, it does not interest me. But everybody has their own catch with that, their own style and what they like. And hey, I say everybody do what you want to do with that. I'd love to hear your feedbacks after you see these movies. Drop me a comment on one of my videos. Let me know what you thought about it if you saw Aliens Romulus. I'm actually going to put up a poll, I think, on my channel probably tonight, asking people if you've seen it, what do you think of it? I really did enjoy it. I thought it was fantastic. I really did like the storyline. I thought it was a nice fit into the canon and really, really good. And I'm hoping Beetlejuice is the same. And then, of course, I will be doing a live stream shortly after I watch Transformers 1. And that's going to be a blessing because I really am. Thank you. That's correct. See, Teresa just corrected me. Thank you. Um, Michael Myers is Halloween, not Friday the 13th. Jason's Friday the 13th. Halloween's the movie series I can't get into. Friday the 13th, I've seen them all. But after the first three, I was pretty much, no, it's gone too silly. Especially when they put them into space and everything else. I was like, no, this is just BS. They're just putting movies out to put movies out. And that's just not good entertainment to me. It's like watching Star Trek, but watching them retake the first movie and remake it six times. You're like, okay, I know what's going to happen, so why bother? So that's just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinions. And luckily, I'm the one on the live stream, so I get to voice my opinion. And it's fun, having to be able to say my opinion to an audience. Not everybody has that chance to do that in a respectful way. I mean, you can walk down the street and just be yelled at by anybody. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather, do it like I am. I'm, of course, reviewing toys, having a good time doing that. I'm promoting on YouTube, not Twitch, not Twitch. I'm on Twitch, video games when I have a chance. That's still going. I just haven't had a chance to do it. Um, Instagram, TikTok. I have to do a Facebook account for this ALW Collectibles. I want to do that and just engage with people there too. But having said that, there's a lot of fun things that I do with this, and I really am having a blast. Like I said, we're coming up on 1 year. I'm 4 days away, 4 days away from it, and it really has been a joy. Um, I've taken the good with a few bad comments, and I just rolled it together. And there's a lot more positivity out there than there's been negative, and for that, I thank everybody because I always talk about people coming together and collecting as a community. And to me, I think that's important because we help each other and we back each other up. One of my videos, of course, someone went at me saying I was doing fake video, that the product it was actually an Ninja Turtle video, that I had knockoff turtles and that they weren't real, and kind of bashed me a little bit for it. And, I posted a rebuttal. We're going to have to agree to disagree. I just showed the box, I showed all the markings. And then apparently people took it personal because he did that and they roasted him pretty bad. I'm not advocating for that. If they want to go after somebody and say, hey, give the guy a break, this is the truth, he's being honest, You do what you want to do. I'm not advocating. I'm trying to keep everything respectful for everybody on this channel. Keep it nice and calm. Have a great time. Everybody's got a difference of opinion. If you think I have a knockoff item, ask me. I'll be honest. Like I said, when I do my belts, I've got belts that are knockoffs. They are not fully licensed product. And I will announce that right at the beginning. This is not a licensed product. And I will be upfront and honest. I will not BS anybody. Because as a collector, I have a certain level of integrity I want to keep. And just as a person, I want to keep a level of integrity. And I will be upfront and honest with everybody. And I really have fun with it. Again, I mean, I've got Five Nights at Freddy's I still want to review. I've got some wrestling figures I want to review. I still got my follow-up figures. Those things have become a royal pain in the butt to do because you have to assemble them, and they're designed supposedly for easy assembly and disassembly. And every time I try shooting a video, it's almost 5 minutes of fighting with it to put them together. So I'm trying to look up some solutions. Maybe there's something I'm doing wrong. I just put those on my back burner for now. That's why they're standing on the table back here. But they are on plan. I mean, you can see I got the Ninja Turtle crossover. He's on the going to be doing. I got some more Jurassic Parks. I want to do those, but I'm probably going to wait till like Halloween to do those. I've got a special piece I want to do for Halloween. I know it's been out for a long time, but I want to do it on Halloween because I think that would be the best and most appropriate time for it. So that's my goal for that piece. But I do have some plans with the channel. Going forward with that, like I was saying. But I always want to hear what other people want to see. If I have it in my collection, I can say, hey, I have 3 more videos for this set I want to do, and then I'll put it next. So if anybody has an idea for a video, shoot it my way. We'll see what we can put together for you. Questions, comments, anything, I'm more than welcome to them. I always say at the end of my videos, comments are always welcome because they are. I find that more often than not, they're informative, they're nice, and the fact that people have genuine questions or they have some real input for a figure. I may have missed something or I may have said something wrong. And I've done that a couple times. And somebody has politely, hey, you missed this part or this was misspoken. This is the piece. And to that, I'm grateful because it helps me grow. And to do this, you have to fully understand you don't know it all. There's no way. I've met people in the world of collecting that I know personally, who collect various things and they act like they know everything in the world about it. I'll be the first to admit, like my bio says, I've been collecting since the 80s with Transformers, since they first came out, actually, in 84. I still learn. I knew about the original Overlord toy. Never knew how to get my hands on it. I didn't know the particulars. I didn't know anything. The only Power Master I really knew were the ones in the United States or the Headmasters. It wasn't until almost 10 years later that I learned of Minerva. And I was like, oh, wow. I didn't know about this figure. This was a Japanese exclusive. Wow. Um, and what made me laugh is I had passed on it on eBay like multiple times and it was dirt cheap because I thought it was a knockoff. I thought it was a homemade creation. Come to find out, it wasn't. So you always live and learn and you have fun with it. And that's one of the key things that I like to do. And it's like when I was at the store 2 months ago, they have remastered original Ninja Turtles. It's kind of hard to see with this lighting. And I did. I had to go get all 4 of them because like I said before, I'm a Turtle fan, especially of the originals. I'm finding I love the Last Ronin and I love the originals. The movie figures, the originals, and Last Ronin, I got to say, are my 3 lines. Anything other than that, I'm not really interested. Like, I got the Mutant Mayhems because they look decent, but I've only got the Turtles and Splinter. That's it. I've seen quite a few other pieces for Mutant Mayhem with that set, and I'm like, ooh. As I've gotten older as a collector, on that point, I've learned I don't have to. I get to collect the ones that I want. because I want to be happy with my collection. I've had pieces to my collection I've purchased in the past, and I'll bury it on the back of the shelf. I can tell someone, yeah, I have that figure, but I don't like it. And I never want to do that again. If I see a figure come out and I'm not interested, I won't get it. My wife's been shopping. She's called me. Hey, do you have this figure? Yeah, I have this one. Do you have this one? Yes. Do you have this one? No, thank you. I'm not interested in that one. If it had been 30 years ago, I'd be, yeah, just grab it for me anyway. Sorry, I had someone about to fall. Um, and that's what I think as an older collector, I think is an important thing for any collectors to collect what you want. Some people, I was of the mindset for years, had to have them all. Every single one, every single figure, didn't matter. Yeah. Again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I had one figure in my collection to this day. I'm embarrassed I ever owned, and that was Injector from the Beast War line. One of the greatest shelf warmers in Transformers history. And I always tell people, look it up online if you want to laugh. I would love to ask the designer, why? What were you thinking? Um, I wish, in a way, I had one to show you this comic relief. Next live stream, I think I'm going to get a photo and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I literally could not believe this thing. I remember when I opened it, I transformed it and I put it on the shelf with the Beast Wars. And even with those sets of those days of the Fusors, it looked so out of damn place. It really looked bad. That's my opinion. I know one person I recently found out thought it looked fantastic. I told him, you can do what you want, but what drugs do you want with that? Because I wasn't a fan of it. I don't know anybody that has except for one person. But that brings me to what I said earlier. To each his own. Everybody has their own opinion on how they want to how they want to collect or what they like. And I try to respect that. Jokingly, I'll joke with somebody if I don't like a figure and they do. I try to be respectful. But there's just some figures out there. I don't even know how they made it past testing. But having said that, there are a lot of figures, of course, you love. You fall in love with the creation. You love the design. The new Optimus Prime from Optimus Transformers 1 is growing on me quickly. The new Orion, I should say. Every time I take it off the shelf and I look at it and I transform it and mess with it, it's growing on me more and more all the time. I really do. It's like Alpha Trion's taking me a little bit. I like it, but it needs to grow a little bit more on me. So far with this line, I haven't found any figures I really dislike. They're growing on me. It's not like I saw it right away and like, I need that right that second. That's a lie. I got those right away when they first came out. But what I mean is, it took a little bit for me to see them. It's like I'm looking at a couple new ones that I know are coming out. You have the Studio Series Optimus Prime. I've seen the photos and videos of. I'd love to know how these people are getting them early. But again, I'm new guy to the block. I'll figure that out eventually. The Knight Rider, I am eagerly looking forward to that. Huge Knight Rider fan. I would love if they put out Car, Goliath, and the whole set, but time will tell. But having said that, again, collecting is a preference. It's a choice that everybody has. Not to get preachy on that, but I know people that collect baseball cards. I know someone that collects ham radios. I know someone who collects guns and firearms. I'm a toy collector. Um, I know a UFC collector, my son. He loves UFC stuff. My wife and I share an interest in pop figures and Legos. Deadpool. You know, collecting is subjective to every person, and I never try to put down anything anybody collects. As long as it's legal, let me put that out there. There are some people who collect really weird things that are illegal, and all I got to say to them is Keep it to yourself, please. Do what you want to do, but just keep it to yourself. Having said that, all jokes aside, I have a lot of fun doing this. And I know I just rambled for a few minutes, and I'm sorry. Almost a year now, almost 180 videos out, uh, 200 or I think 300 something followers. I can't remember. 288, I think it is. It's 288 followers now, and I thank them all. Um, Great interactions. I've had a blast with it, and I'm going to keep going. I really am. You can see behind me, I'm trying to work around. I'm going to be putting more things in on the live stream. Like, so I'm trying to bring in some of the figures so you can see them now and see the figures that I'm talking about and what's going on. I'd like to get a better camera that I can actually go around the room one day and do a couple shorts. I've done a couple shorts with a couple of the shelves, and I want to keep doing that. But just do a video where you can see what the hobby room fully looks like. Because I love reactions of people who have seen a video of it, but then when they see the real thing for an actual collector, you can see their mind just the hamster falls off the wheel for a minute, and they're like, they don't know what to say. And to me, that is one of the funniest things in the world. It really is, because I've enjoyed collecting. It's helped me through some dark times, and it's helped me through a lot when when I'm stressed or I don't know where to go or what to do. Sometimes I'll come in here, I'll just sit down, I'll look around, I'll take a figure off the shelf, I'll start transforming it. If it's a turtle, I'll start messing around, different poses, different stances, and it's fun for me. And I think everybody needs that little outlet, and this is mine. And on top of the martial arts and everything else that I do. It's like when I tell people that sometimes life gets away from me, it does. Yes, actually, I do, Audrey. I had a coffee and I had my drink. I gave you a soda review last time. Before I lose my train of thought here, everybody needs that outlet. Like I said, when I say life gets away from me, I admit I have my family that they come first before everything else. Um, then I have, work. I do train, and I'm an assistant instructor in the martial arts as well. And I do this, and this is my decompression for when I just want me time. I decompress. I hang out with my family. I do a lot of stuff with them that feels really awesome. I love it. Really calms me down. But this is my time, and I'm glad I can share that with people in a way that is productive. And that's why another reason I started this channel was to challenge myself to see what I can do with it. My key points were to create the channel to help other people who may have questions, or like I do, say I haven't touched a figure in 12, 14, 16 years. I'll start transforming it and I'll sit there and I'll be like, all right, now I'm stuck again. I can remember after this, but how do I get this part to turn or do this? I'm not embarrassed to say it. I'll go look it up. And there are phenomenal reviewers out there. Awesome reviewers. Every one of them. I do have my go-tos. If I really want specific information, I'll go to that reviewer. I have them saved. But that's one of the reasons, because I wanted to be in that group of, hey, maybe my review, my explanation, maybe my bio information, a little history on the figure, anything can help out another collector. That's one of the main reasons I started doing this, because I really do enjoy it. And I also did it because, again, it helps me learn. It helps me learn a lot of what I don't know. It's the best way to put that, because, like I said, I have a lot to learn about YouTube, video producing a video. I still don't edit them. I do one-shot takes, and that's it. Eventually, I will get into editing and learn how to cut videos and do all that when I have more time. Right now, I'm just going nice and slow with it. and I'm having a lot of fun. And again, I say that a lot because I really do. There are sometimes I get frustrated when I'm shooting a video and I'll walk away, I'll leave it for a day or so, and I'll come back and do it again. And usually about that time, everything starts working better. I've had some great comedy skits on this video, like I said, doing these. One of my favorite is I'm sitting right here at this table here. I'm opening the not Transformers, Ghostbusters, the last movie, Frozen Empire, and I pushed on the back of Gary Gruberson to take him out of his blister pack, and he shot all the way to the top of the shelf behind me, and that's a good 3.5 feet. He cleared and landed on that top shelf, knocked over an entire series of Transformers when he landed. I literally was laughing so hard when that happened. I don't know how long I was sitting there laughing. I was alone at the house when it happened. I wish my family had been here because they probably would have run in here like thought I was like a maniac when it went down. But yeah, it's things like that that I want to start getting on camera so you can see. I'm starting to leave the bloop. If I have a blooper, I always try leaving it in there anyways. Anything big like that, I'm going to start opening packages. Where were you that day? I'm not sure. I think you were at work, honestly, because I did it like mid afternoon. So I think you were at work. And yeah, things like that. I want to start catching. I want to start opening videos when boxes on camera because it was a lot. It was just funny. And I've had videos where I've been recording a video and I'll turn for a second and the whole camera will just go down on me. I've had Transformers roll right off the pedestal. No momentum, just sitting there. All of a sudden, I move the camera, I go to move my hand or turn the pedestal slightly, and all of a sudden, it just rolls off that, rolls right off the table. I'm like, wow, somebody's camera shy today. Hmm, interesting. But yeah, it's fun for me, and things like that. I think are an important thing to show for me, anyways, because like I say, I don't know editing. I don't know how to cut videos. Um, but I'm learning. Front flip. That's one of my newest little friends. Action Master Grimlock. I'm still collecting Action Masters to this day. Working my way through them. I try to find them when they're, decent price. He's going to be coming up on a review too, as well. He said, it's just fun. I really have a blast doing a lot of this. And I want to say thank you again to everybody who watches. I know most of this video has been talking about the channel and where I want to go with it and what I've done with it. But again, this is more towards the anniversary and how grateful I am to everybody out there for this and all the support you've given me with this. And I'm going to keep going. I do have a couple more lines I want to look at. I'm thinking, and I want to get people's opinion on it, of doing Hot Wheels cars. Not taking them out of the box because I've got a bunch of silly Hot Wheels cars. I love collecting those. I've got toilet ones, little Batman ones, cake ones. These are just right in front of me. Jello molds, hot dogs, toasters, a shark, several Batman, Mystery Machine, Minions, Deadpool. These are all just on strips right over my head, hanging off the wall. So I'd like to start doing those, but I want to see what people would think. Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of this one-shot videos I could do. I do actually do have the Pop stage. Walmart sold it years ago. Pop staged Kiss figures. Those are pretty cool looking. I could start doing some pop figures. I'd like to start doing some pop figures. I have a couple in line on my in mind. What's the question, Audrey? how would I write the Transformers season, Prime seasons? There was 3 seasons, and I'd actually rate them in the order that they came in. Yep, I caught it. I'd actually rate them the order that they were released because I thought it was a nice flow of the storyline and how they went. Season 1 is my favorite because it introduces everybody. Season 2 gives you more of a background on them and lets them develop. And season 3 lets it continue the story and puts a nice cap on it. And then they did the ending, Predacon Rising, which was phenomenal. That was a nice catch all the way through. And I liked the way the story flowed. And that was their big, yep, season 2 gave a smokescreen. That was their big start of the continuities and putting everything together. That was what Hasbro was envisioning at that time. Did not work. It fell apart completely, unfortunately for them. Um, it really fell apart when they got rid of the original HasLab. That was their project. They were supposed to be working on that. And when Hasbro cut that originally, it's back now, but it's not the same. They really left some openings, but phenomenal. I really did enjoy it. The next cartoon series after that, I'm not a huge fan of. I'll be honest. RID, but yeah, Transformers Prime. I love it. I thought it was phenomenal. It was actually one of the first season series Audrey was introduced to growing up. That was why I think one of the first series we all watched together, me and my kids, was Prime, and then I introduced them to the original cartoon. RID was, I mean, yeah. Again, talking about videos like that, cartoon series. I mean, that's another thing I was saying. Difference of opinions. My son Audric loves the RID. Nothing against that. I just never could get into it. I tried. I watched several episodes, and after each episode, I was pretty much scratching my head, like, okay, yep. We watched it multiple times in a row. Yep. When they ended it with Prime, I promise I can speak. I remember watching the final series with you, the ending of the show, Predacon Rising, with you, Matthew, and Kylie, all of us on the couch. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, doing a lot of this, of course, brings you can do a lot of things with collecting, and you can do a lot of things. You can inspire other people, and according to a couple of reviews, I've actually helped people decide to get figures, and I'm glad for that. And same thing with Audric. He remembers things that we've done together that has involved my hobbies. But yeah, it's always a fun time, and I really have enjoyed this. I'm assuming so because you made the comment you remember. But yeah, having said all that, I mean, it really is a fun time. I've had a great time for the past year. I'm looking forward to many, many more to do this. So, September 6th, Grimlock will be put out. I'm going to release that video. I actually already did shoot it. And I did it early because I wanted to make sure it was what I wanted, so I did review it. And I like it. I think it's a nice touch. Not to get all sentimental with people, but again, I didn't know when I first did my first 10 videos how long I was going to be able to do this. I, like most people probably say the truth, they were nervous and scared. I was. I was very scared. After my first live stream disaster, I actually contemplated stopping. But it's like, I'm not going to let someone stop me because they're being, childish. And I'm grateful that I did. And since then, I've had positive reviews, positive support, and I thank everybody for it. I also learned how to moderate, how to put together a list of words not to allow, which I think was a very important key. But having said that, I've had a blast. I hope you have too. I'm looking to many more videos. Transformers 1, September 16th, September 20th. I said 16th. Well, I just combined the two movies in my head. September 20th, Transformers 1, Beetlejuice, September 6th. Two movies I'm really looking forward to. Many more Transformers to come on the channel. Like I said, I still got some Last Ronins that I want to put up. Still working on the belts. You can see one in the backdrop. This is the one I've been using for a test dummy for the lighting because it's the one with the least amount of paint on it. It's just been coming out really, really dark, and I've got to figure out how I'm going to work this lighting. I'll show you what it is. It is a knockoff. Of course, like I said, I was going to tell the truth. It is a knockoff WCW World Television belt, 4mm. Thing's nice. This is the belt I've been using for test videos. And like I said, it's just really, really dark. So I'm not doing them. It's just I got to get the lighting right. And these are all things I'm learning and just pushing through with. Robots in disguise is scary. Thank you for the interruption. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun doing all this. And I know, like I said, I said the belts were coming up, championship title belts were coming up, and they are. I'll be doing the reviews on these. I'm going to be doing reviews on the Fallout figures when I can actually get them to start working properly because you're supposed to be able to pop them apart, interchange the pieces. But to put a piece in there, you have to fight with it. And it's just, by the time I get one figure together, my hand's sore. And doing an entire video with one would be useless. I had to do, I was going to do all the first series and so forth, and it's a pain in the butt. But I'm not giving up on it. I don't like to give up in life. I don't like to give up on anything, you know. But having said all that, I do appreciate everybody. I want to say thank you to the channel. I want to say happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. It has been a blast, and I'm going to continue looking forward to doing more videos, and hopefully I'll get these done soon so that they will be up and they can be seen. What's going on? It's like you're seeing it, but it's all like shadowed down like this, so you can't see anything. Like this camera angle here is nice. You can see all the detail. But when I show it on camera normally, but yeah. So Labor Day, thank you. Yep. That's why my wife helps me, folks, because I can't remember anything. CRS majorly. See, this is why I'm just insane. I'm old. Quite a few brain farts in this video. Thank you. Now that you've called my attention to it, I think I said Memorial Day like 3 or 4 times, and it's Labor Day. Wow. Happy Labor Day to everybody out there. Wow. I really should have a calendar in here. I really should. But wow. That's gonna mess with my mind heavily today. It's okay. I'm sure I would have screwed something else up. I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people watch my videos to see how many blunders I can make in one shot. It's all right though. If you can't laugh at yourself, what's the point? And I laugh at myself a lot. I make a lot of mistakes. Anybody who's watching my videos know I make mistakes. I have fun with it, and I usually just keep on rolling. Wow, I cannot believe I said that. It's Labor Day, and I said Memorial Day. Yeah, I really think I've said that a few times. That's on me. Yep. I think it is time for another happy drink because mine's all gone. And again, I did have coffee in this mug. This is, like I said, a mug I had made for me. It's Earthrise Optimus Prime and Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime on it. They're really cool. That photo was actually taken right here on the desk and then put on the mug for me. But wow. So people can chalk that up, and I expect a roasting on that. I really do, because I can't believe I did that. And I'll take it willingly, because that was my own silliness that caused that one. Wow. Wow. Having said that, now that I put my foot in my mouth again, I want to say thank you very much. This is ALW. I hope you're having a good day. Check out my videos coming up. I do have Grimlock. I have quite a few more. Shatter Glass coming. I'm going to be doing probably Ultra Magnus within the next week or so, and that's going to be a big one because there's a lot of information with him. I do have Shatterglass Rodimus going to be coming through, or Hot Rod, whatever you want to call him. He's actually called Rodimus. And again, more Transformers 1. I have more Predators coming down for videos. I have more Last Ronins. Again, want to know what you think of the pop figure idea. I want to start doing them. Those are going to be really quick videos, and I know that because there's not really much to do with them except show them off. But I'm happy to do that because I like them. I have quite a few in this room, and my wife and I collect a lot of them. So, having said all that, and of course, before I forget, these will be done. It's just lighting is not my friend with these. But I will figure all that out. Having said all that for the third time, this is ALW. I hope you're all having a good Labor Day, and I will catch you next time. Check out the channel for any updates, and any comments or questions, leave them on the channel. I will gladly get to them. Have a good day.